Hi guys, in this unit you are going to learn about how to label the right triangles. So a right triangle is a triangle with one right angle. So I'm going to draw that one. So this is the 90-degree angle. So we're going to learn how to label it. It's very important in a trigonometry to learn how to label triangles properly. If you're not sure how to label the triangles properly, most likely your answer will be wrong. Okay, so this is 90 degree. The side that is opposite to the 90-degree angle is called the hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is the longest side. And so let's say this is the angle theta. The side that is opposite to the angle theta is called the opposite side. Okay, the side that is next door, so basically it's right beside it, we can use the word next door, so that is called the adjacent side. Okay, so I'm going to give you a second if you try that one. So I'll draw another triangle for you. So let's label this triangle if given angle theta is located at the very top. This is a 90-degree angle. Okay, so pause the video for a moment and try see if you can try and label the triangle correctly. Alright, so let's do that. So side that is opposite to the 90-degree angle is called the hypotenuse. The side that is opposite to the angle theta is the opposite side. Okay, the side that is next door is called the adjacent side. So in trigonometry, super duper important to learn how to label the triangle. That is your step number one when you are trying to solve sine, cosine, and tangent ratio questions. Alright, so here is the question for you. We're going to learn how to use the tangent ratio. I just did the question. Now step number one, as I just previously told you, it's very important in trigonometry to learn how to label the triangles properly. So this is the question right now. Here we have to solve this question. Okay, so let's label it. So this is a given angle. Previously it was a theta. Now we have a value given to us. So we are going to label according to given angle. Doesn't matter it's here or here. You have to label based on this one. Okay, so the side that is opposite to the given angle is called the opposite side. So the side that is next door is called the adjacent side. The side that is opposite to the 90-degree angle is called the hypotenuse. Okay. So now we're dealing with the tangent ratio, so we have to use a tan. But later on, I'm going to explain it to you. How do you know when to use a tan, when to use a sine, and when to use a cosine? Okay, so now we are dealing with opposite and adjacent. We'll introduce a little bit SOHCAHTOA. Okay, so based on the topic, we know it's a tangent ratio. I still want to introduce SOHCAHTOA. Okay, so this is a mnemonic that is just a fancy word that will help you to remember which ratio to use it. Okay, so we use a sine when we're dealing with opposite and hypotenuse. We use a cosine when we use adjacent and hypotenuse. We use a tangent when we're dealing with opposite and adjacent. So in this case, we know the tangent ratio. See if a tangent works. Okay, so angle is given to us. Do we have opposite and adjacent? Yep. Okay, so if we need to find one of these, that means we are going to use the tangent ratio the way we write it. So it will be tan 20 degree equal opposite 5.5 over 15. Okay, so this is how it will be written. So in this question, I just showed it to you how to use it, but in the future, the questions you're going to see it, you might need to find one of the side, or you need to find what the angle is. One of them will be unknown. Okay, so on your calculator, how do you find the tan? One thing, make sure your calculator is in the degree mode, and when it's in a degree mode, all you need to do, just press a 10 and put a 20 degree. You just put a 20, sorry, not a degree. Okay, just put a 10, a 20. Your answer will show up on the screen. So it will be 0.36397 and so on. So try this one, put tan 20 into your calculator, see if this is the answer you get. Let's do some practice questions here. Okay, so on your calculator, put a tan 13 degree. Okay, so when you put a tan 13, your calculator, you should get a 0.2309. Okay, sorry, I just don't have a calculator on me, otherwise I'll show it to you. So tan 49 degree. So make sure one thing, as I said, on your calculator screen, it should say DEG at the very top. Your calculator, just put a tan 49 bracket. Sometimes calculator take a bracket, sometimes you don't need to, sometimes there's already there. So make sure you understand how your calculator works out. So tan 49 degree will be equal to 1.1504. Okay, so last question here, we're going to do tan 83 degree, which will be equal to, so just put a tan 83, it will be 8.1443. Okay, all right, so if you have a question like that, this is from a ratio to angle. When you have a ratio given to you, you have to find what your angle A is. Here we don't know what tan A is, so this is a little bit different. You don't that's where you need to do you have to find what tan inverse is. Okay, so now I'm just going to rewrite it. So the tan A equal 0.4398. Question is find what your A is. Okay, so remember when we did algebra, it was a 2x equal 4. How do we find what is x? Okay, what we do, we divide both sides by 2, which is equal to 2. So same thing here, we need to find what A is, so we need to isolate A from here. Okay, so what we need to get rid of what tan here. So we are going to divide both sides by 10. Here 10 comes at the bottom. Okay, this cancels out, we left with A equal 1 over 10, 0.4398. Okay, so this 1 over 10 turn over as a tan inverse. I hope you remember the exponent laws, right? So if it's A to the power -1, in order to write that as a positive, it can be written as a 1 over A. So now we have it written in this form, and we are just going back to this one. So tan inverse is basically 1 over 10. Okay, so it's going to be 0.4398. So in your calculator now, you have to press the second option. So on a left hand side, depending on the calculator you have, so make sure there's a button, a tan. Right above a tan, you will see tiny tan -1. That's called a tan inverse. So this is, in order to use this button, you are going to use the second option on a left hand side on your calculator. Okay, so when you press all the buttons, so you make sure you do, it will be second tan and then you're gonna put 0.4398. I always put a bracket, kind of just help me see a bit better. Okay, and then just press the equal key, and your answer will be 23.73, 23.73989, so and so on. Okay, so we round it. If the question is rounded to the nearest degree, so you need a whole number. 24 degrees.